So guys, welcome back. Out and about again. A little bit chilly. It's Friday afternoon, but out for a wander and a brew. Aside from what the title of the video says, I don't mean stop doing bushcraft. I think it's more as we head into spring and summer, and as we head out of lockdown, get a lot more freedoms again. There's going to be quite an influx or an outpouring of people going out, doing a lot of stuff, outdoor activities, which means more bushcraft, fieldcraft, camping, stuff like that. Like I said, especially with spring on the way. So I think, yeah, it's not stop doing bushcraft, but be a lot more mindful of what you're doing and what you're going to be doing. There's going to be people rushing out, doing this, that and the other. And, you know, we need to look after it. We're custodians of it. Whether you like it or not, people will see you and they will draw conclusions from what you're doing. If you're there with your axe and your saw and all your military kit, hacking away and being all nutty, over the top, survival preppy, you might get a few raised eyebrows. You know, if you're just sitting there like I am, having a brew, perhaps whittling a spoon or something like that, then people may be interested. So like I say, it's all about perception as well. Most people know nothing about the countryside, bushcraft, the country code, fieldcraft, stuff like that. You know, they walk off footpaths, they walk on farmers' crops, they go in fields and woods because everyone else has always done it, or they've always done it without any consideration whether they should be or not. And you know, other than Ray Mears, Bear Grylls and the Bush Tucker Man, they've not heard or know anything about bushcraft. And this is why you get a lot of people up in the woods with pop-up tents, beer and a throwaway barbecue, because that's all they know. So it's all about perception. And even just chatting with people, you can educate them and teach them a little bit. But we've all got to look after it, and people will see us, like I say, the perception of wild campers, bushcrafters and stuff like that. Whether you like it or not, like I said, when you're seen, people will draw conclusions. So, especially this year, be mindful of what you do. You know, I know we're all aching to get out there and camp and have fires and do this, that and the other, but think about what you're doing. Don't all rush out there to do birch tapping videos for your YouTube channel because everyone else is. Do it because you need to do it. Find someone who's teaching you how to do it properly without damaging the trees. We've got enough trouble in this country at the moment with the ash dieback. Let's not start killing all the birch trees as well. You know, you have to do it in a very particular way to make sure the tree stays healthy. Wild edibles, you know, there's a lot coming up through the ground now. Wild garlic. You know, you don't need it. You don't need all of it. If you'd like some, take a little bit and take it from different areas. Fungi for edibles and fire lighting, you know, the King Alfred's cake, horseshoe fungus, etc. You know, it's there for a reason. It's part of the natural cycle of things. Kettle's nearly boiled. You don't need it, but if you'd like to try it, just take one or one or two from different areas. Like I said, they're part of the natural cycle of things. They need to be there, so don't harvest them all. Just be very mindful of what you're doing. Like I said, you're at the forefront of all this. You don't need to be chopping trees down. You don't need fires, especially in the spring and the summer months. Consider how you're doing it, what you're doing, so you don't burn places down. If you do it properly. Consider whether you actually need it. Well, stoves or fireboxes do. Fireboxes are, you know, a very good recent piece of technology which enable you to have a very small self-contained fire. So very, very good. Lots of different makes. Look at them. That's an option. Another one is, like I said, wood carving. You know, spoons and cookers and stuff like that. Don't go around taking burls off of trees because you'll damage them. And if you do want a nice wood burl off a tree for that spectacular pattern in the wood, you decide to buy one offline, try and track down where it's come from. You know, you don't want to be buying from people that are going out at night chainsawing these things off of trees and leaving damaged trees everywhere just so they can make 30 or 40 quid on eBay. So be mindful of where you're getting your stuff from as well. So it's many very facets to it. Just consider what you're doing. You know, you're there because you love being out there. Oh, steam up. So show that you love it, and do love it. Don't destroy what you're there to enjoy. Oh, another thing as well. You know, yet again, like I said, be mindful of what you're doing. Don't go cutting down trees for shelters and stuff like that that you don't particularly need. And be mindful of deadfall as well. You know, a lot of deadfall, you know, it rots naturally into the ground, feeds back into the ground. So you don't want to take it all for shelter builds and firewood and stuff like that. It's part of the ecosystem, or the insects and the circle of life, as it were. So yet again, yeah, be mindful of that as well. Oh, that's what it's all about. No. Cold, overcast March day. Nice to be out though. But yes, going on again from what I said earlier. Also as well, consider yet again whereabouts you're doing your bushcraft and stuff like that. Especially when it comes to moving what you think is deadfall and dead wood around. You may be in a nature reserve. You may think it's the perfect quiet little wood, no one goes in there, there's no paths, it's ideal. It could be because it's a nature reserve. There could be specific nesting birds in there, certain plants, insects, all sorts of stuff you don't know. So, you know, go online, check it out, just to make doubly sure that you're not intruding on a particular project. Something else to consider, like I said, you know, we really are at the forefront of this, and we are going to be big time once we're all gradually, bit by bit, allowed out over the next couple of 3 months and the weather gets better. There's going to be people everywhere, and the vast majority of them don't know what they're doing. And if we can all teach just one person just to be mindful and give them some knowledge and respect of all this out here, then that's a win, and hopefully they'll pass it on as well. So it's all, think about what you're doing. Knowledge, it's not all craft, it's knowing what you're doing as well. like how to make the perfect cup of tea. Strong 2 sugars. Thank you very much. So there we are. Think about what you're doing. Go out there, especially over the next few months. As long as everything goes alright, enjoy yourself, be safe. It'll improve your well-being. We all like it. But just be very, very mindful of what you're doing, that you're not overly affecting or harming the environment that you and we love so much. Think about what you're doing. Consider whether you need to be doing it or not. Stay safe, have a great time out there, look after yourselves. Cheers for watching. I'm going to sit and finish my tea. See you all soon. My leg's gone dead, I can't get up. Help.